Hey, everybody. This is your girl, Savvy Sab, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to another episode of What's for Dinner. On this channel, we are going to create a delicious meal today, chicken spaghetti. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Here are a few ingredients that we will need to get our dinner started on today. Of course, you guys know I'm on a vegan journey, so some of these ingredients may look a little funny, or you may be questioning what exactly do mushrooms have to do with chicken spaghetti? Things like that. Stay tuned and you're going to learn how delicious this meal came out. First things first, let's start by oiling our pot and getting those veggies sauteed and softened to get us that great flavor that we like every time we cook a meal. By now, you guys know I love fresh veggies in my meal. I think that along with the seasoning really makes your dish come alive. In the next few minutes, I will be doing some of the routine things that you would do when you're preparing both of the dishes. First things first, I'm going to, as the oil getting hot in a pan, I'm going to mix these ingredients for my cornbread. I'm going to do some vegan cornbread, and I'm going in, guys, today with 2 cups of cornmeal, 1 cup of flour, and then I'm going to have a half a cup of brown cane sugar. Excuse me. I have some flaxseed here. I'm going to add a little water to it, and this is going to help our cornbread. I just went in with 1 cup of milk, any plant milk you would like, and that flaxseed is going to be a little thick once you add a little water to it, and then we'll add that in there as well, and along with some butter, of course, and we're going to have a delightful cornbread. Because guess what, on the top of that cornbread, I am going to pour that maple syrup. You heard me. Maple syrup on top of that cornbread. Oh man, that's going to be something to eat with our food tonight. So that concludes everything. Let me get this butter and get it to shaking. That was a little bitty pan, and we're going to use a personal size pan for the cornbread, okay? So again, let's get ready to mix this cornbread. And when we mix the cornbread, there's that butter. We're going to set it to the side and let it get a little thick. We need it to get just a little thickened, guys, so that we can go ahead on and put it in the oven, because you know it's going to take a little while for that cornbread to be done. I've kind of sped up a little bit this little part right here, because other than that, it will be drug out. And this is some things that you already know. Starting with our sauteing of our veggies. I've already put that spray in the pot. And now we're just going to saute these veggies until they become soft and translucent. I've also put a pot of water on the stove so that it can be boiling for our pasta that we're going to make to go with this chicken spaghetti. As you guys know, once I get the veggies in the pot, the next thing that I add is seasoning. You see me cutting up some of the veggies because they're extremely large or they were sticking together. So I've added some seasoning here because I want the aromatics to just wake up this whole house. Let everybody know something is definitely going on in this kitchen. Now we're going in with some garlic, and that made the day right there. I have 3 to 4 cloves of garlic that I just added in. Feel free to do it if you would desire. The chicken I'm using today, I've never used it. However, I love this brand and I have used the beef. So I'm totally excited to see what the chicken is going to taste like. I'm just getting everything covered in the seasoning, and I'm going to cut them in half with my spoon here as they are softening up. I must admit, I do really like this brand. I've tried another brand on a recipe and I didn't like it too well. And I'm going to make a video and show you guys that in the coming video this week. But for now, Gardien, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, is the brand for me. I love their beef, and I think I'm really going to love their chicken. So we're just stirring everything up, and now I think the cornbread is ready. We're going to add it to the skillet, and now we're going to put it into the oven, which is on 375, and we're going to bake it for 350. I'm sorry. We're gonna bake it on 375. I'm sorry, for 20 to 30 minutes. I had to catch myself there and go, what? But yes, bake it for 20 to 30 minutes. Now I'm going in with 2 cups of broth and 2 cups of water. I put the water to the side. I only added the broth, but I put the water to the side. And I do this because sometimes I've learned with this brand, as you are cooking it, sometimes it tends to dry out your food. And I do not want it to dry. I want it to have a little bit of liquid in it. And so I always put that to the side. All right, I just went in with a cup of mushrooms that I've cut up into really small, fine pieces. Because again, I love the meatiness of the chicken spaghetti. I love the comfort and the fullness of it. So I added those mushrooms in as a special treat. Feel free to omit them and leave them out of yours. But I'm just telling you what I did. And it really, really did make my dish, guys, come to life. It gave my dish a little bit more meatier taste. And it could be me, but I just really love mushrooms anyway. So now I'm going to sit here and I'm going to let it simmer for just a minute. Because we have to let that mushroom and the chicken get a little bit softer. So right now it's just about the veggies and the meat. And then now I have some almond butter. Some almond milk. And I'm going in with a cup of nutritional yeast. And I got this, guys, because I need to create that cheesy flavor. So I got 1 cup of nutritional yeast and I poured it into 2 cups of almond milk. And that's going to give me that cheesy color and that cheesy flavor. See there? See here? It looks really, really good, like our normal Velveeta cheese. And I'm stirring it really, really good. I don't want it to be clumpy or anything as I'm pouring it into the skillet. I just really wanted to have that texture and that yellow color of cheese. And I think I achieved that here today. So as the meat is finishing up, getting soft, I'm going to go ahead and pour this into the bowl. Into the skillet. And we're going to go ahead on and give it a nice little stir. There's that broth and water. And I do that, guys, because I just don't like drying out food. I can't do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our meat into this mixture now. Yes. And it might seem a little watery, guys, but it is not. Trust me, it's not. Because it's going to get thick as we're finishing up our dish. I really wanted it to just get acclimated to the skillet. All right, so to this skillet now, I'm going to add a little bit of shredded cheese. And the shredded cheese, I don't have much of it, but this is a plant-based brand by Walmart brand. It's a Walmart brand. I'm only going to put a little bit into the cheese sauce here because, again, I'm trying to get it to thicken. And I want to use the rest for the top. So as I'm adding this to the skillet, it is starting to, get the mixture thickened. Excuse me, guys. There you go. See, it's starting to get really thick. We don't want it to be too thick, but we at least want it to be able to cover the sauce and stay on cover the pasta and stay on the pasta. And I think it's coming along really, really good. And once you get your texture to where you want it, I will go ahead on and actually turn off the burner, because when I put it in the oven, it's going to finish up cooking whatever it needs to finish. So I will go ahead on and take that off and just let that sit there and, kind of be on low, if nothing else. I'm going in with some Rotel tomatoes, because in our normal chicken spaghetti, we will have Rotel drained, of course. The Rotel juice is drained off. Excuse me. And then I just stirred it in with everything else. To make this dish taste even better, I'm going to go in with some Italian seasoning as well as some oregano. Yes. Uh-huh. And it's really going to bring your dish out, guys. It's optional if you like to put some red peppers or anything in it, but feel free to put jalapenos, however you eat your cheese sauce. I pray I'm not coming down with a cold. I have asthma, but I also have allergies, so if you guys hear me sniffling, that's why. But it's not a good day, and I do apologize for sniffling all over this voiceover. Now we're getting to the good part. It's time to drain our pasta. We've added everything into our cheese sauce. Now we're going to drain our pasta and start to get everything to come together. This is really the fun part here. Let's check on that cornbread just to see how it's doing. Well, let me drain the pasta first and then we'll check on the cornbread. How about that? Okay. Oh, yes. Pasta is all done. All right, I'm gonna add in here a little bit more of onion powder and a little bit more of garlic powder in a little bit because I just want to make sure that my sauce has the perfect seasoning. And sometimes I notice when I use the traditional yeast, it can take away depending on what I'm doing at the time. It kind of water down my seasoning that I put at the beginning. So sometimes you might have to add a little bit more seasoning as you go. I would say be sure to taste every time so you can make sure that nothing is too salty. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's layer our chicken spaghetti. We're going in with some spaghetti. That is going to be the base of this casserole. And I'm just taking my tongs and I'm spreading out the spaghetti at the bottom. Feel free to use a larger pan if you want, but again, it's just me. So my casserole is going to be kind of small. And I did think more than once about adding this mixture to a larger pot. But all in all, I think it's going to work out. So I think I'm going to stick with what I got. But I just wanted to leave the option out there for you. I got me a ladle because I really think that I can scoop up the mixture a little bit better versus this spoon that I have right here in the pot. So I'm going to start, put some noodles first. I'm sorry, some pasta first, the spaghetti pasta. And then I put my cheese mixture next. And I will continue that throughout this casserole. I will do the pasta and then I will do the cheese mixture. And then I'll put more pasta and then more cheese mixture. And on the very top, I'll be adding the cheese that I had left over in the shredded cheese bag. And feel free, guys, to do it however you choose to do it. I basically just got, just a couple of little rolls here, and that's how I did that. But I added a little cheese in the middle, and then with the rest, I started all over again. I did the same thing. I put more pasta, and then I put some of the chicken mixture. And then on top of that, I did add the rest of this shredded cheese that I have in this bag here. Guys, please make sure that you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you enjoy what you're seeing on my channel, please do me a favor and subscribe. Here I have some asparagus, and I'm going to do something just really simple. I'm going to pour some olive oil over it and kind of get that over all of the asparagus. And then I do have some butter melted to the side. And I'm going to put some garlic powder, onion powder in it. And I'm going to stir it and add that to the asparagus as well, so that the asparagus could have some type of taste to it. And it's just not so bland. And then I have a few little sprinkles of cheese left that I'll put on the top. And then we're going to call it a day. So see here, you see me putting in a little bit of the garlic powder, a little bit of the onion powder. I just like for my food to be with flavor. I don't like bland food. I do not like bland food. And so while we're putting the spaghetti in the oven, we're also going to let this asparagus cook as well. So that when we're done, everything will come together all at one time. And I'm just massaging all the seasoning in, all of the butter into the asparagus to make sure that it is well seasoned. And I think we're ready to place this in the oven. Now, I have a little bit of cheese, as I said. I'm sprinkling it on top. You're only going to leave the chicken spaghetti in, guys, until the cheese melts. Now, if you want to leave it in longer than that, feel free to do that. But I left mine in for a total of 20 minutes. And everything just was scrumptious. It was really, really good. And it was ready to go. But I think we're going to do one final check on the cornbread before we put this in. Because again, the cornbread is on another rack. And I'm going to put this on a bigger rack. On the top of rack. I had the cornbread there at first on the top rack. And I just moved it out the way because it should be ready by now. And as it's cooling down, let me take a little drink right here. My lemon water. I love drinking lemon water, guys. I love drinking lemon water. It is so good to me. It helped me actually learn how to drink more water. And it helps in weight loss. Just a quick little tip there. Now let's check out this cornbread. Let's see. So I forgot to put that clip in, but it's okay. But the cornbread is ready and cooling. And here we have the chicken spaghetti is ready. And as well as the asparagus is ready. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized I forgot to put that clip back in. But it's okay. So now, I'm just going to give these a little bit of toss here. But now it's ready. It's time. The time we've been waiting for. Time to plate. And right here, you can taste some of your asparagus to see if you want to put some salt and pepper. But what I chose to put was this Old Bay lemon and herb seasoning. I love this stuff. I love this on my cabbage. I love this on my asparagus. I love this on my greens. Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's going to really make that asparagus just pop. But it's time to plate. And the quicker I plate, I know the quicker I can eat. Right? Yes. So I got my spatula here, but I might have to get a spoon. It just depends on if this chicken spaghetti break up or not. But let's start by putting some asparagus on the plate. I'm going to leave some extra asparagus here in case my daughter wants some, maybe. But yeah, I'll just do a little bit just for plating purposes. But yes, you better know your girl is definitely going to be back to get more asparagus and put on that plate. And I'm popping up my cornbread now. And again, remember I told you in the beginning, when the cornbread came out, I literally did a maple syrup topper. I just poured maple syrup on the top of it. I didn't put any vanilla in the inside. Oh, but it tastes so good, y'all. Ooh. So now I need to get this chicken spaghetti out. And I'm trying to figure out how can I maneuver and not make a mess on my plate, by the way. So I may have to go off camera, put it on my plate, and then come back. Because I just don't want y'all to see me mess up this food. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a spoon and scoop it out and then come back. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Because I am not being great. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do it. I'm a big girl. So I'm going to do it. Oh my God, look at it. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, for the God, y'all. Yes, this is how we do this. So creamy, so cheesy. Oh, don't you see this? Aren't you ready to try this recipe? That's enough. This is just to show you guys how well it came out. And yes, I'm taking a little taste. Look at it. This is good. Okay, guys, this is how I look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get into the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell for all of my future videos. I have enjoyed you guys so very much, and I hope you guys come back.
Guys, I just want to come back on here and say I hope you guys enjoyed this meal. This new journey that I'm on with this vegan options, it's really been given. I have a lot to learn, but I am enjoying the ride. So I hope you really, really try this recipe. Oh my God, I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. Until the next video. Bye, guys.
See you next time, guys. Bye.